Now, many people who deal with lawyers will have found to their frustration that their fees often seem to be paying for the time-consuming process of drawing up contracts as much as they are for the actual legal advice. Well, the UK-based legal tech startup Juro seeks to address that by providing a platform allowing users to process contracts end-to-end in one place. It's just raised $23 million in Series B funding. Richard Mabey is the chief executive and co-founder of Juro, and he joins me now. Richard, morning to you. How are you going to invest the proceeds?
Good morning. Well, yes, as you say, that the legal services industry is not famed for its innovation, so we're delighted to have a bit more fuel on our mission to make contracts frictionless and accessible. So in terms of what we do with the funding, we're going to be doing a fair amount of job creation here in London. So we plan to hire around 80 people during this year, as well as boosting our executive team and, of course, continuing to build out the product that our users use every day.
And how many contracts have you processed on the platform to date?
Well, I think that's one of the really interesting things we've seen over the last year is during the pandemic, increasingly people are turning to more collaborative software to process their work, and contract seems to be becoming a part of that. So in the last 12 months, 250,000 contracts have been processed in this digital format in Juro. And you contrast that with the many billions of contracts that are prepared in Microsoft Word, agreed over email, signed sometimes by hand. It seems certainly that there's a bit of a step forward happening for legal services and for contracts in particular.
And how do you charge for the service? Is it a one-off payment or do you charge via subscriptions?
So we charge a subscription fee. Our customers are mainly in-house legal teams, but also teams like sales and HR, because if you think about a contract, we often think of it as a very legal thing. But as you say, we all sign contracts, whether you're an employee signing an employment contract, whether you're a tenant signing on a lease. Contracts touch millions of people's lives across this country. And so in charging for that, we offer a simple subscription plan. Customers tend to stay with us for the long term, and we help them to reduce the time that they're spending on this incredibly manual process of just getting even one contract agreed.
Now, you previously worked at Freshfields, one of the world's most prestigious law firms. You took a bit of a risk setting this business up, didn't you?
Well, certainly my mother thinks I did. She's still hoping I eventually go back to Freshfields. But yes, no, I had a fantastic time training there. And I think one of the interesting things when you think about automation in legal services is sometimes people say, well, is this going to put lawyers out of their jobs? And actually, we really see the opposite. So in one of our surveys, 70% of in-house lawyers said that they were weighed down in low-value tasks. So this isn't, giving legal advice. This is very basic stuff like comparing files, storing files on your desktop. So actually for the lawyers of Freshfields and for our clients, we hope that this takes away the worst part of their job and enables them to do more of the work that they like doing, which is really all about solving complex problems.
All right, Richard Mabey, good to talk to you this morning. Hopefully see you again in the future. Thank you.
Thank you.